Feeling is the secret. You're a feeling being. From the moment you were born, you are always feeling something, and so is every other person. You can stop your conscious thoughts when you're sleeping, but you can never stop feeling, because to be alive is to feel life. You are a feeling being to the core of you, and so it's no accident that every part of your human body is created so you can feel life. You have the sense of sight, hearing, taste, smell, and touch, so that you can feel everything in life. They are feeling senses, because they enable you to feel what you see, feel what you hear, feel what you taste, feel what you smell and touch. Your entire body is covered with a fine layer of skin, which is a feeling organ, so you can feel everything. How you feel in any one moment is more important than anything else, because how you feel right now is creating your life. Your feelings are the fuel. Your thoughts and words have no power at all in your life without your feelings. You think so many thoughts in a day that don't amount to anything because many of your thoughts don't elicit a strong feeling within you. It's what you feel that matters. Imagine your thoughts and words as being like a rocket ship, and your feelings as the fuel. A rocket ship is a stationary vehicle that can't do anything without fuel, because the fuel is the power that lifts the rocket ship. It's the same with your thoughts and words. Your thoughts and words are vehicles that can't do anything without your feelings, because your feelings are the power of your thoughts and words. If you think, "I can't stand my boss," that thought is expressing a strong negative feeling you have about your boss, and you're giving out that negative feeling. As a consequence, your relationship with your boss will continue to get worse. If you think, "I work with some fabulous people in my job," those words are expressing the positive feeling you have about the people you work with, and you're giving out that positive feeling. As a consequence, your relationships with your work colleagues will continue to get better. The emotions must be called upon to give feeling to the thought so it will take form. Good and bad feelings. Like everything else in life, your feelings can be either positive or negative. You have good feelings or bad feelings. All good feelings come from love. And all negative feelings come from a lack of love. The better you feel, like when you feel joyful, the more love you give out. And the more love you give, the more you receive. The worse you feel, like when you feel despair, the more negativity you give out. And the more negativity you give, the more negativity you receive back in life. The reason you feel so bad with negative feelings is because love is the positive force of life, and negative feelings don't have much love in them. The better you feel, the better life gets. The worse you feel, the worse life gets until you change how you feel. When you feel good, your thoughts are automatically good too. You cannot feel good and have negative thoughts at the same time. Likewise, it's impossible for you to feel bad and have good thoughts at the same time. How you feel is an exact reflection, a precise measure to the finest degree, of what you are giving out in any moment. When you feel good, you don't have to be concerned about anything else because your thoughts, words, and actions will be good. Simply by feeling good you are guaranteed to be giving love, and all of that love must come back to you. Good means good. Most people understand how it feels to feel good or really bad but don't realize they are living with negative feelings a lot of the time. People think that feeling bad means feeling extreme negativity, such as sadness, grief, anger, or fear, and while feeling bad does include all those feelings, negative feelings come in many degrees. If you feel okay most of the time, you may think that feeling okay is a positive feeling because you don't feel really bad. If you've been feeling really bad and you now feel okay, then most certainly feeling okay is far better than feeling really bad. But feeling okay most of the time is a negative feeling, because feeling okay is not feeling good. Feeling good means feeling good. Good feelings mean you're happy, joyful, excited, enthusiastic, or passionate. When you're feeling okay, average, or you're not really feeling anything much at all, then your life will be okay, average, or not much at all. That is not a good life. Good feelings mean you feel really good, and feeling really good is what brings a really good life. The measure of love is love without measure. When you're feeling joyful, you are giving joy, and you'll receive back joyful experiences, joyful situations, and joyful people, wherever you go. From the smallest experience of your favorite song playing on the radio to bigger experiences of receiving a pay raise, all of the circumstances you experience are the law of attraction responding to your feeling of joy. When you're feeling irritated, you're giving irritation, and you'll receive back irritating experiences, irritating situations, and irritating people wherever you go. From the small irritation of a mosquito to the bigger irritation of your car breaking down, all of these experiences are the law of attraction responding to your irritation. Every good feeling unites you with the force of love, because love is the source of all good feelings. Feelings of enthusiasm, excitement, and passion come from love, and when you feel any of them consistently, they give you a life filled with enthusiastic, exciting, and passionate things. You can harness the power of a good feeling to the fullest by turning up its volume. To turn up the volume of a feeling, take charge of it and deliberately intensify it so you feel as good as you can. To amplify enthusiasm, revel in the feeling of enthusiasm, milk the feeling for all that you can by feeling it intensely. When you feel passion or excitement, revel in those feelings and intensify them by feeling them as deeply as you can. The more you amplify your good feelings, the greater the love you give, and the results you will receive back in your life will be nothing short of spectacular. When you're feeling any good feeling, you can also amplify it by looking for things you love. Before sitting down to write this book, each day I spent several minutes amplifying my good feelings. To amplify my good feelings, I thought about all the things I love. I counted the things I love non-stop one after the other: my family, friends, home, flowers in the garden, the weather, colors, situations, events, and things I love that happened during the week, month, or year. I kept listing everything I love in my mind until I felt amazing. Then I sat down to write. It's as easy as that to amplify your good feelings, and you can do it anywhere, at any time. Your feelings reflect what you're giving. You can tell right now in the major areas of your life whether you have been giving more good feelings or more bad feelings. How you feel about each subject in your life, such as money, health, your job, and every individual relationship, is an exact reflection of what you have been giving out on each subject. When you think about money, your feelings reflect what you are giving about money. If you feel bad when you think about money, because you don't have enough, you must receive back negative circumstances and experiences of not having enough money, because that is the negative feeling you're giving. When you think about your job, your feelings tell you what you are giving about your job. If you feel good about your job, you must receive back positive circumstances and experiences in your job, because that is the positive feeling you're giving. When you think about your family, health, or any subject that is important to you, your feelings tell you what you're giving. Be careful of your moods and feelings, for there is an unbroken connection between your feelings and your visible world. Life isn't happening to you, life is responding to you. Life is your call. Every area of your life is your call. You are the creator of your life. You are the writer of your life story. You are the director of your life movie. You decide what your life will be by what you give out. There are infinite levels of good feelings you can feel, which means there's no end to the heights of the life you can receive. There are also many levels of bad feelings that become increasingly negative, but with bad feelings there is a bottom limit beyond which you can't endure, which forces you to choose good feelings again. It's not a fluke or an accident that good feelings feel amazing and that bad feelings feel really bad. Love is the supreme ruling power of life, and it calls you and attracts you through your good feelings, so you will live the life you are meant to live. Love also calls you through your bad feelings, because they tell you that you are disconnected from the positive force of life. Everything is about how you feel. Everything in life is about how you feel. Every decision you make in your life is based on how you feel. The single motivating power of your entire life is your feelings. Whatever you want in your life, you want it because you love it and because it will make you feel good. Whatever you don't want in your life you don't want because it will make you feel bad. You want health because it feels good to be healthy, and it feels bad to be sick. You want money because it feels good to buy and do the things you love, and it feels bad when you can't. You want happy relationships because they make you feel good, and difficult relationships make you feel bad. You want happiness because happiness feels good, and to be unhappy feels bad. All the things you want are motivated by the good feelings they will give you. And how do you receive the good things you want in your life? Good feelings. Dollars want you. Health wants you. Happiness wants you. All the things you love want you. They are bursting to come into your life, but you have to give good feelings to bring them to you. You don't have to battle and struggle to change the circumstances of your life. All you have to do is give love through good feelings, and what you want will appear. Your good feelings harness the force of love, the power to everything good in life. Your good feelings tell you this is the way to what you want. Your good feelings tell you that when you feel good, life will be good. But you have to give good feelings first. If you have been living your life saying to yourself, I will be happy when I have a better house, I will be happy when I get a job or promotion, I will be happy when the kids are through college, I will be happy when we have more money, I will be happy when I can travel, or I will be happy when my business is a success, you will never have those things because your thoughts are defying the way love works. They're defying the law of attraction. You have to be happy first, and give happiness, to receive happy things. It can't happen any other way, because whatever you want to receive in life, you must give first. You are in command of your feelings, you are in command of your love, and the force of love will give back to you whatever you give out. Points of power. How you feel in any one moment is more important than anything else, because how you feel right now is creating your life. Your feelings are the power of your thoughts and words. It's what you feel that matters. All good feelings come from love. All negative feelings come from a lack of love. Every good feeling unites you with the force of love, because love is the source of all good feelings. Amplify your good feelings by thinking about all the things you love. Count the things you love non-stop, one after the other. Keep listing everything you love until you feel amazing. How you feel about each subject in your life is an exact reflection of what you have been giving out on each subject. Life isn't happening to you, life is responding to you. Every subject of your life is your call, and you make the call on everything in life by what you give. There are infinite levels of good feelings you can feel, which means there is no end to the heights of life you can receive. All the things you love want you. Dollars want you. Health wants you. Happiness wants you. Don't struggle to change the circumstances of your life. Give love through your good feelings and what you want will appear. You have to give good feelings first. You have to be happy first and give happiness to receive happy things. Whatever you want to receive in life, you must give first. If you can feel it, you can receive it. Everything in the universe is magnetic and everything has a magnetic frequency. Your feelings and thoughts have magnetic frequencies too. Good feelings mean you're on a positive frequency of love. Bad feelings mean you're on a negative frequency. Whatever you feel, whether good or bad, determines your frequency, and like a magnet you attract the people, events, and circumstances that are on the same frequency. If you are feeling enthusiastic, your frequency of enthusiasm will attract enthusiastic people, situations, and events. If you are feeling fearful, your frequency of fear will attract fearful people, situations, and events to you. You are never left in any doubt about the frequency you're on because your frequency is always exactly whatever you're feeling. You can change your frequency at any time by changing how you feel, and everything around you will change because you're on a new frequency. You can take any situation in your life, and every possible outcome of that situation can happen. Any outcome can happen because you can have any feeling about the situation. A relationship can be on a happy, joyful, exciting, satisfying, and every good feeling frequency. A relationship can also be on a boring, frustrating, worrisome, resentful, depressing, and every bad feeling frequency. Any outcome of that relationship can happen. And the way you feel determines exactly what will happen in that relationship. Whatever feeling you are giving about the relationship is exactly what you will receive back in the relationship. If you're feeling joyful about the relationship most of the time, you're giving love, and you must receive love and joy back through that relationship because that's the frequency you're on. A change of feeling is a change of destiny. Look at the list of feeling frequencies and you'll see that no matter what the subject in your life, there are many different feeling frequencies. And you determine the outcome of each subject through how you feel about it. You can feel excited, happy, joyful, hopeful, worried, fearful, or depressed about money. You can feel ecstatic, passionate, blissful, discouraged, or anxious about your health. These are all different feeling frequencies, and whatever feeling frequency you're on is what you will receive. You may want to travel, but if you feel disappointment that you don't have the money to travel, then on the subject of travel, you are feeling disappointment. Feeling disappointment means you're on the disappointment frequency, and you will continue to receive disappointing circumstances in which you cannot travel, until you change the way you feel. The force of love will move every circumstance for you to travel, but you have to be on one of the good feeling frequencies to receive it. When you change the way you feel about a situation, you are giving a different feeling, you're on a different feeling frequency, and the situation must change to mirror your new frequency. If something negative has happened in your life, you can change it. It is never too late, because you can always change the way you feel. To receive what you would love, to change anything into what you would love, no matter what the subject, all it takes is changing the way you feel. If you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. Take your feelings off automatic pilot. Many people don't know about the power of good feelings, and so their feelings are reactions or responses to what happens to them. They have put their feelings on automatic pilot, instead of deliberately taking charge of them. When something good happens, they feel good. When something bad happens, they feel bad. They don't realize that their feelings are the cause of what is happening to them. As they react with negative feelings to something that has happened, they give out more negative feelings, and they receive back more negative circumstances. They become trapped in a cycle by their own feelings. Their life goes around and around in circles, not getting anywhere, like a hamster on a wheel, because they don't realize that to change their life, they must change their feeling frequency. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. If you don't have enough money, naturally you don't feel good about money, but the money in your life will never change while you don't feel good about it. If you give out negative feelings about money, you're on a negative frequency about money, and you will receive back negative circumstances such as big bills or things breaking down, which are all circumstances that drain you of money. When you react with negative feelings to a big bill, you give out more negative feelings about money, which bring even more negative circumstances to you that drain you of more money. Every single second is an opportunity to change your life, because in any moment you can change the way you feel. It doesn't matter what you have felt before. It doesn't matter what mistakes you think you may have made. When you change the way you feel, you are on a different frequency, and the law of attraction responds instantaneously. When you change the way you feel, the past has gone. When you change the way you feel, your life changes. Do not waste one moment in regret, for to think feelingly of the mistakes of the past is to reinfect yourself. No excuses for the force of love. If your life is not filled with everything you love, it doesn't mean you're not a good and loving person. The life purpose for each of us is to overcome negativity by choosing love. The problem is that most people love and then stop loving hundreds of times in a day. They don't give love long enough for the force of love to move all the good things into their life. Think about it. One moment you give love through a warm hug with a loved one, and then you stop giving love within minutes when you get annoyed because you can't find your keys, or you're delayed in traffic, or you can't find a parking space. You give love when you laugh with a work colleague, and then stop when you get disappointed because the local lunch place has run out of something you want. You give love as you look forward to the weekend, and then you stop when you receive your bills. And so it continues all through the day. You give love and you stop giving love, give love and stop giving love, give love and stop giving love, from one moment to the next. You are either giving love and harnessing the force of love, or you're not. You can't harness the force of love with an excuse about why you didn't love. Excuses and justifying why you didn't love just add more negativity to your life. When you give an excuse as to why you didn't love, you're feeling the same negativity again, and so you're giving out more of it. Holding on to anger is like grasping a hot coal with the intent of throwing it at someone else. You are the one getting burned. If you get annoyed because there was a mix-up in an appointment, and you blame the other person for the mix-up, you are using blame as your excuse not to give love. But the law of attraction only receives what you are giving, so if you're giving blame, you must receive circumstances of blame back in your life. It won't necessarily come back to you from the person you were blaming, but most assuredly you will receive a circumstance of blame. There are no excuses for the force of love. You get what you give, period. Every little thing is included. Blame, criticism, finding fault, and complaining are all forms of negativity. All of them bring so much strife. With every little complaint and every moment you criticize anything, you are giving negativity. Complaints about the weather, traffic, the government, your partner, children, parents, long lines, the economy, food, your body, your work, customers, businesses, prices, noise, or service seem like small harmless things, but they bring back with them a whole host of negativity. Throw out of your vocabulary words like terrible, horrible, disgusting, and awful, because when you say those words, they come with strong feelings. When you say them, they must return to you, which means you are putting those labels on your life. Don't you think it would be a good idea to use more words like fantastic, amazing, fabulous, brilliant, and wonderful? You can have whatever you love and want, but you have to harmonize with love, and that means there are no excuses for not giving love. Excuses and justifications prevent you from receiving everything you want. They prevent you from having an amazing life. All that we send into the lives of others comes back into our own. You don't make a connection when you complain to a store person and then a few hours later you receive a call from your neighbor complaining that your dog is barking. You don't make a connection when you meet a friend for lunch and talk negatively about a mutual friend and you arrive back at work to discover big problems have developed with your major client. You don't make a connection when your dinner conversation is about something negative in the news and that night you can't sleep because of an upset stomach. You don't make a connection when you stop to help someone who has dropped something in the street and 10 minutes later you get a parking space right outside the supermarket door. You don't make a connection when you happily help your child with their homework and the next day you receive news that your tax refund will be bigger than you thought. You don't make a connection when you do a favor for a friend and, that same week, your boss gives you 2 complimentary tickets to a sports game. In every circumstance and moment of your life you are receiving what you have given, whether you make the connection or not. Nothing comes from without. All things come from within. The tipping point, if you give more than 50% positive thoughts and feelings instead of negative, you have reached a tipping point. Even if you just give 51% good thoughts and good feelings, you have tipped the scales of your life. And here's the reason why. When you give love, it not only comes back to you as positive circumstances that you love, but as it comes back, it adds even more love and positivity to your life. The new positivity then attracts more positive things, adding even more love and positivity to your life, and so it continues. Everything is magnetic, and when something good comes to you, it magnetically attracts more good things. You may have experienced this when you said you were having a lucky streak or you were on a roll, when one good thing after another happened, and the good things just kept happening. The only reason those times occurred was because you had given out more love than negativity, and as the love returned to you, it added more love to your life, which then attracted even more good things. You may have also experienced the reverse happening when something went wrong, and then other things started going wrong one after the other. Those times happened because you gave more negativity than love, and as the negativity returned to you, it added more negativity to your life, which then attracted even more negative things. You may have called those times a run of bad luck, but they have nothing to do with luck at all. The law of attraction was working precisely in your life, and those times, good or bad, were simply a reflection of the percentage of love or negativity you were giving. The only reason the lucky streak or run of bad luck changed is that, at some point, you tipped the scales the other way with your feelings. It is thus that you may lead a charmed life and be forever protected from all harm. It is thus you may become a positive force whereby conditions of opulence and harmony may be attracted to you. To change your life, all you have to do is tip the scales by giving 51% love through your good thoughts and good feelings. Once you reach the tipping point of giving more love than negativity, the love that comes back to you then multiplies itself by attracting more love through the law of attraction. Suddenly you experience an acceleration and multiplication of good things. Instead of more negative things coming back to you and multiplying, you now have more good things coming back to you and being multiplied in every area of your life. And this is the way your life is supposed to be. When you wake up each morning, you are standing at the tipping point of your day. One way tips you into a wonderful day filled with good things, and the other way tips you into a day filled with problems. You are the one who determines what your day will be by the way that you feel. Whatever you're feeling is what you're giving, and with certainty, that is exactly what you will receive back in your day, surrounding you wherever you go. As you begin your day and you're feeling happy, while you keep feeling happy, your day will be great. But if you begin your day in a bad mood, and you do nothing to change it, your day will not be great at all. One day of good feelings not only changes your day, it changes your tomorrow and your life. Provided you maintain your good feelings and you go to sleep feeling good, you begin the next day with a momentum of good feelings. As you continue to feel good as much as you can, your good feelings continue to multiply by the law of attraction, and so it continues day after day, and your life gets better and better. Live today. Not yesterday. Not tomorrow. Just today. Inhabit your moments. Don't rent them out to tomorrow. So many people don't live for today. They are completely consumed with the future, and yet it is how we live today that creates our future. It is what you feel today that matters, because it is the only thing that determines your future. Every day is an opportunity for a new life, because every single day you stand at the tipping point of your life. And on any one day you can change the future through the way that you feel. When you tip the balance to good feelings, the force of love will change your life so fast that you will scarcely believe it. Points of power. Everything in the universe is magnetic and everything has a magnetic frequency, including your thoughts and feelings. Whatever you feel, whether good or bad, determines your frequency, and you attract the people, events, and circumstances that are on the same frequency. Change your frequency at any time by changing how you feel, and everything around you will change because you're on a new frequency. If something negative has happened in your life, you can change it. It is never too late, because you can always change the way you feel. Many people put their feelings on automatic pilot. Their feelings are reactions to what happens to them. However, they don't realize that it's their feelings that are the cause of what happened to them. To change anything, whether it's the circumstances of money, health, relationships, or any subject whatsoever, you have to change the way you feel. Blame, criticism, finding fault, and complaining are all forms of negativity, and all of them bring back nothing but strife. Throw out of your vocabulary words like terrible, horrible, disgusting, and awful. Use more words like fantastic, amazing, fabulous, brilliant, and wonderful. Even if you just give 51% good thoughts and good feelings, you have tipped the scales of your life. Every day is an opportunity for a new life. Every day you stand at the tipping point of your life. And on any one day you can change the future through the way that you feel.